God.
What's going on, guys? I'm DeadlyPsyko and welcome back. If you're here right now, then you want to know what I think about the Call of Duty World War II betas. Now, I played all three of them and I want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on everything. This is going to be an honest review of the Call of Duty World War II betas and what I think about it. Just so you guys know, I don't get paid by Activision or Treyarch or Sledgehammer or any of them at all, so I won't be biased whenever I say anything in this video. The first thing I want to talk about is the class system, or as they call it in this game, the divisions. I don't think there's going to be enough customizations in this game with the division system because it literally brackets you off into different categories. So the way the divisions work is you choose a division, and based on the division you tailor your class to that division so that you can make the most out of it. That limits us in our class ability. We can't pick 10 items, we can't throw out the freaking frags and the freaking tacticals and use just weapon attachments. We have to choose these things, and we don't have to use them, but it's beneficial to use them because other people are going to be using them because they have to. So limiting us that way is already a downfall for this game, and I don't like it at all. I'm going to probably have to deal with it because they're probably not going to change the core mechanic of the game like this. I understand why they chose to do it this way. This way, people can choose a class and they can play as that character, and it also helps out with the war game mode, and I'll talk about that later. It almost forces people into different roles for their team, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. Now, because there's divisions, the weapons are also limited a lot as well. If you want to use a silencer, you have to use an SMG. There's no other way you can use a silencer, so you're going to have to use an SMG with that division in order to do that. So you sacrifice stealth for other things. They do make up for that by making the HUD radar a little bit smaller so that you can't see everything on your screen, but it still doesn't make any sense to me that the assault rifles don't have silencers as well. The weapons, on the other hand, are really cool. They work very well. They seem to be well balanced so far. There could be a little tweaks here and there, but they also feel very good. The gun sounds all sound great, and I use pretty much every single weapon in the game, and they all feel great and look great and sound great. The hit markers sucked in the first beta, but they corrected that by the next beta, and they actually sound very good. Also, the headshot hit markers are absolutely amazing. They're hilarious and they work very well. I love them. The kill streaks in World War II seem pretty weak. The spy planes could actually be shot down by assault rifles very easily, maybe in 2 clips even, which is absolutely ridiculous. This has never happened in like any other Call of Duty, but they're just that easy to kill. I don't know if they need to be buffed or if they need to keep it the same, but reduce the damage on them from assault rifles and SMGs and keep it a little high on the LMGs or what. I don't know what the case is or what they need to do with that, but they seem pretty weak. Paratroopers were also very weak. They got a little bit of a buff, and I don't know how they worked after that because I didn't get to use them afterwards, but at first they were pretty weak. They wouldn't get as many kills or do like pretty much anything. It was actually pretty sad. And those aren't the only two that caught my eye. The glide bomb is kind of weird, and a few other kill streaks just didn't make any sense. Not only that, but the kill streaks seem to be harder to get in this game than most other games. In Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3, they were easier to get because you had the movement system so that you can hop on a B-Dom and then cap that flag and then leave really quickly. But in this game where there's boots on the ground and you can't really have that mobility aspect, you're gonna need to camp more. So if they make the kill streaks too hard to get, then what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to camp and you're gonna freaking find campers if you're a rusher like I am. So they need to balance that a little bit better so that people get kill streaks a little bit more easily, at least the lower end kill streaks. The game modes in this game are absolutely great. They all play very well, and I suggest you play the war game mode because that was actually really fun. It forces everybody to play as a team no matter what they have to do. So it's unlike TDM or Kill Confirmed where you join a random lobby and people are just killing or not picking up tags, or they take your tag when you're about to get a kill streak that'll help the whole team. It's not like that. You have to work together to push the tank all the way across, or whatever the case may be in future war game modes. I just think that you guys have to check it out for yourselves to see how much fun it actually is. For the most part, the maps in World War II were pretty good. They had to change up one of the maps because it was huge and there was too many things that you could do instead of being able to just snipe and use long range weapons. So they had to change it up a little bit, but they did end up fixing it, which is awesome. I love to see that they can actually fix a map, a whole map, before the game even comes out. So I appreciate that a lot. Here's the thing though, I like the larger end maps. So Black Ops 1 was one of my favorite Call of Duties ever because it had larger maps and a lot of things to do and a lot of ways to move around. I like those a lot. There are plenty of smaller maps in the betas, so I don't know if they're going to be rolling out medium to large maps also, but I would like to see at least a few more large maps. Something that I didn't like that can't really be helped because of the time period that this takes place is the amount of clutter in all the maps. It's hard to see what an enemy is or what just some random piece of junk is. It's ridiculous, especially if somebody lays prone in some random spot. It's just really annoying to try to find them and kill them. So if they could take out a lot of the clutter and make cleaner maps, that would be amazing, but I'm sure it's already too late to do something like that. We just have to wait till Treyarch comes out with their game next year. Hopefully they have something that's modern and something that's just amazing, but that's way too far down the road. So right now we're trying to talk about Call of Duty World War II. I really think that this game needs a lot more variety. It needs a lot more maps and it needs a lot more weapons. Right now it seems like the beta didn't have enough, but we also did get pretty high up into the levels, so I don't know if they're going to be adding a ton more weapons in the early levels as well as the later levels. Hopefully they add a lot of maps because the longevity of this game seems like it's going to be really freaking good at first and then it's going to die out pretty soon because it doesn't seem like there's much of anything in the game. There's nothing new except for the war game mode, headquarters, and play of the game. That's really the three only new things in this Call of Duty, which is absolutely ridiculous. I know we're bringing it back to boots on the ground, so that's kind of new, but it's been around for like 7 years before any of these thruster jumper Call of Duties came out, so it's not anything new. So hopefully they have more innovations that they can bring forth and new cool stuff that they can freaking add to it. And also zombies is also going to help with the longevity of this game. At least I hope it's going to be able to survive until Treyarch's game comes out next year, which I know is going to be flawless. I already can't wait for Treyarch's game, and Sledgehammer's game is about to come out. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, I already know that this game is going to freaking get boring after a while, and then hopefully they kick it back up with a lot of cool DLCs and stuff. Speaking of play of the game, I think it needs a little refinement because it gives you the play of the game if you get a lot of score, and you can do a lot of different weird things to get this, and it just doesn't seem to be the most effective way or the best kill cam or game ending kill cam or anything like that. So I think that if they were to take out some of the random bullcrap, like somebody uses a suppressor to get 3 kills, that's better than a quad feed sometimes, which is ridiculous. I don't understand that logic or whatever, but there needs to be a way to make it choose epic kill cams. Now I think they're going to be able to refine this throughout the cycle of the game, but as of right now it's nothing compared to like Overwatch's play of the game, which is, you know, on some whole another level because they've been playing with it for like the whole time the game's been out. And I don't think we've talked about the menu system yet, and I think it's absolute trash. I don't know what possessed them to make this menu system like this, but it's just really dumb, especially the party system. We have to go to a tab and then we have to choose a tab in the tab to see our party. What kind of dumb bullshit? I don't know what they were thinking. They said they're gonna fix it by the game release, so hopefully they do. Hopefully they make it like better than this because it's freaking dumb. The rest of the menu system is dumb, but hopefully, you know, it's not that big of a deal except for the party system. I want to be able to see my party system unless I'm in create a class or something dumb like that and freaking I'm doing something else and I can't see them. But if I back all the way out, I should be able to see my whole party. I don't know why they decided to freaking do something like this. I don't know. Treyarch had it right in Black Ops 3. Infinite Warfare even had it right in Infinite Warfare. So I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Overall, I love this game. I think it's going to be a really good game. There are a lot of things that are dumb and retarded, but hopefully they fix those. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to leave your thoughts down in the comments below so that I know what you guys think, and let me know if you think I'm dumb with some of the things that I was talking about. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.